Afternoon, evening, morning, wherever and whenever you're stopping into this video. It could be on your morning commute, don't be looking at your phone, or it could be, later in the evening as you're settling in. Thanks for stopping on in as today we give a listen to Covenants. We've listened to the band before with a couple of tracks, and now it's time to find ourselves back so we can get what we lack, and that's a little bit from Covenant. I couldn't think of a rhyme at the end. We're listening to the track Still Life. This is coming off of their album, United States of Mind, which was released in 2000. This is their fourth full-length album. We're listening to this because this was suggested and sponsored by Dustin. Dustin, thank you so much for the recommendation. Appreciate the request and the support. Thank you so much. Let's go ahead and dive straight on in. This is reminding me of Still Life from Van de Graaff Generator, which is one of their best songs. But I don't think that this is going to be necessarily anything like that. Let's go ahead and dive on in, discuss it perhaps a little bit after. You know what I should do is perhaps pull up the album. That's what we should do. We should do that before all things. It's United States of Mind. Pulling it up right now. It's loading. It's loading. And here we go. It's the final track on the album.
Navigating empty streets, astray among the lost, a shadow in the corner. of a strange desire, but there's nothing left to learn. Do you count the years? Do you breathe? Do you still watch the sunrise? But there's nothing left to learn. Do you count the years? Do you breathe? Do you still watch the sunrise? My ambition took me further than I ever dreamt. I don't even need a mirror anymore. The penthouse pool is full of ice. It should be flowers. Winter came too soon, but you never like to swim. Do you feel safe? Are you happy? Do you still know my name?
Got me.
But you never like to swim. Do you feel safe? Are you happy? Do you still know my name?
Chord changes. Okay, an interesting thing, first of all. On Wikipedia, it shows that this is not the last track on the album. However, on Spotify, it shows that it is the last track on the album. So I'm just going to go with Spotify for ease sakes. This sounds like closure at the end of the album. This sounds like the finale to the journey. This sounds like a very emotional send-off after going through the album. I like how this track plays with my expectations because as it goes, it plays in this very deeply melancholic way, surrounded by sizzling synths that kind of act as kind of this sonic downpour. It kind of sounds like the musical equivalent of a rainy day, and you're just trying to walk yourself through the rain, trying to find shelter, trying to make your way home. And I love that dense atmosphere that's just continually swirling around, just courtesy of the synths. And it's mostly long held sustained chords that kind of keep things going. And then you have the vocals, which here are performed by Mr. Eskil Simonson. Question, Dustin, this is for you. Did you choose this song because Did you choose this song because you know that my favorite artist of all time is David Sylvian? And I cannot help but feel that Eskil is kind of singing in a similar range with that deep richness. And yet I feel like there's a certain accent that comes through in his singing that is really pleasant to listen to and makes this kind of, difference, of course, than Sylvian. Obviously, people are. And I think that that makes this even more of an entrancing listen. Now, it plays with my expectations because as the music's going on and you kind of get little hints of rhythm that are kind of built in there, it makes me think, okay, we're going to get maybe 2 minutes, 3 minutes into this track, and then the drums are going to come in and it's going to kind of explode, whether it's in more of a downbeat way or something more palpable and exciting, whichever direction we choose to go in, the music's going to eventually come out and explode. And it doesn't. It had me waiting as each minute passed and as each part that I felt like the music was going to really swell and come in, it never did. Well, that's a lie. It did do it, just not in the way that I expected. Where I was expecting maybe a little bit of bombast or maybe something more predictable, the band kept it unpredictable. And yes, they did have a beat that eventually came in and kind of dropped, but they kept it extremely subtle. And I really like that decision in retrospect, kind of thinking back to it, because it keeps the mood at a certain level and it keeps the ambience of everything undisturbed and yet moves things along with a cool little beat at the end to kind of rock you out and bring you a little closure. And it never disturbed the river of music that they created. I think that was actually a very smart choice. Another really huge thing about the melody of this track are those chords from the synths, and how, like I said before, most of them are just sustained. But anytime those chords change because of how continuous they are, it feels like a seismic change in the music. So when they did eventually start to change, and especially near the end when they were changing a little bit more, it felt monumental and it felt like, wow, this is that brilliant disturbance in the music that feels great and feels earned. And I thought that was a really great choice throughout the runtime. You know, I was expecting one thing every single minute as this track went forward, but when I finished and looking back at it, it's better than I. This is where the little groove comes in, that synth comes in, and that little rise kind of acts like a little bit of an alarm, that pitch rising there. Sorry, I probably scared you when I brought the music. I probably did it again, to be honest.
Do you feel safe?
See that big change? The bass playing behind it. Like, this is a really nice track. I like a track that on first listen going through it, I expect something and I don't get what I expected. But then thinking back to it, I'm glad I didn't get what I expected. I'm glad I got something different. And can I tell you, the first line's the muffled beat of music someone celebrates. The music here, when the drums come in, it's muffled in a certain way. The muffled beat of music someone celebrates. It's hunting season unbanished. I wish I could be there. Warmth and laughter, the right amount of danger. Johnny Walker wisdom, as Cohen used to say. Leonard? But it's pouring down with rain. Do you remember? Are you alive? Do you still speak of deeds undone? I used to be immortal. I was innocent as a child. My vision was unlimited. I saw rivers on the moon. I had important things to say. I can't remember what they were. Of all the things I did, none had been done before. But achievements never last. Do you recall? Do you dream? Do you still need company? I had a friend who knew the language of the future. I'm told, he lost his mind. They say he went away. Navigating empty streets, astray along the lost, a shadow in the corner of a stranger's eye. But there's nothing left to learn. Do you count the years? Do you breathe? Do you still watch the sunrise? So before we go any further, I feel like this is a relationship that's been broken and he's just, mentally wandering in the nostalgia of his mind. That's a David Sylvian reference. He's kind of wandering there. He has a little bit of a wanderlust and he's kind of thinking back into this relationship. Is this other person thinking of him the same way he thinks of them right now? And he's feeling a little bit lost. He's feeling a little bit alone in many ways. My ambition took me further than I ever dreamt. I don't even need a mirror anymore. The penthouse pool is full of ice. It should be flowers. Winter came too soon. There should be flowers here now. There should be life, growth, bloom, perhaps love. But winter, the death of all these things, came too soon. Penthouse pool should be warm and fun and enjoyable, but it's full of ice, cold, death, emotionless. But you never like to swim. I like how that relates to the previous line. Do you feel safe? Are you happy? Do you still know my name? Do you even remember my name? Because he remembers this other person's name, more than likely. And so perhaps it's called Still Life because he feels like his life has not moved on in a certain respect from this other person. And that,
Please clap.
I think, deserves a little clap. You let me know what you guys thought of this wonderful track. Dustin, thank you so much for the suggestion. Appreciate the request. You got to use your cues. Enjoy the rest of your evening. I will talk to you later. Bye.